The snake pit scholar. They threw him in head first. No ceremony. No explanation, just the clang of a heavy door slamming behind him and the snickering of alien guards above. Kellen hit the stone floor with a thud. His glasses skidded away. He groaned. Really? Again? Being a nerd on an interstellar colony station wasn't easy. Being the human nerd, captured during a border skirmish with the Serpentkin, was worse. Especially when they decided the best punishment was to toss you into their sacred dungeon, rumored to be filled with psychic alien snakes. As his eyes adjusted to the glow moss lining the walls, he blinked and crawled toward his glasses. The dungeon wasn't just cold, it buzzed. A low-frequency vibration beneath the stone, like some great being was humming just out of hearing range. Kellen, a lanky 17-year-old with love for obscure alien languages, was more annoyed than afraid. Wonderful, he muttered, sliding on his glasses. Day 1 of captivity, and I'm living in a reptile's stomach. He sat up, pulled a crumpled datapad from his jacket, and tried to check its battery. Dead. No light, no books, no snacks. Definitely hell. Then he heard the hiss. It echoed from deeper in the dungeon, smooth and rhythmic, like silk over glass. Dozens of them, maybe more. Then one shape slithered into the light. A snake, yes, but unlike any other serpent. This one had 6 eyes that glowed amber. Silver scales shimmered as if coated in oil. It was massive, thick as his waist and longer than a shuttle. It didn't attack. It just watched. Kellen raised both hands slowly. Hey, I'm not dinner. I'm mostly bone and sarcasm. The snake cocked its head. The floor vibrated again. And then it spoke, not aloud, into his mind. You carry the tongue of the old dreamers. Kellen froze. Wait, you can understand me? Your mind is like a cracked window. So much enters. So much escapes. Thanks. I think. More snakes emerged, dozens, surrounding him in a loose circle. No fangs. No strike. Just curiosity. Then something happened that changed everything. A panel on the wall hissed open. A pedestal rose. On it rested a book, leather-bound, old, written in flowing script no one on earth had ever been able to translate. Kellen's heart skipped. I've seen this in the archives. Wait, that's the lost volume of Serpentine dream glyphs. He rushed toward it, ignoring the alien snakes. They didn't stop him. He opened it and read. The letters glowed. Words unfolded in his mind like warm water poured into ice. The snakes circled closer. He understands, one whispered. A mind walker, another said. We must test him. Test me how? Kellen asked without looking up. Through the dreams of our kind. Before he could respond, the room melted away. He was somewhere else. Floating. He saw memories. Not his. A planet of oceans and towers carved from glass. The Serpentkin as they once were, scholars, dream scribes, and psychic chroniclers. He saw their fall. Betrayed. Bombed. Hunted. Forced into the deep places. Their library, locked behind mind-encoded glyphs only certain species could unlock. One of them was human. Kellen woke hours later, the book on his lap. The snakes lay coiled around him, calm, watchful. I get it now, he whispered. This dungeon is not a prison. It's a test chamber. One snake slithered close. And you have passed. The dungeon door opened with a thunderous clang. A Serpentkin noble stood in shock. You're alive? Reading. Kellen stood, book in hand. These aren't monsters, he said. They're your scholars, and you've locked their minds away in here for centuries. Silence, human! The snakes reared, hissing. Kellen raised a hand. No need. He turned to the noble. I can read the glyphs. Unlock what you've lost. but only if you agree to free them. You're a child. I'm a librarian with a grudge and a dragon-sized brain. Kellen snapped. Try me. The following day, word spread across the Serpentkin capital. The boy had survived the dungeon and made peace with its guardians. They didn't execute him. Instead, they gave him a lab, a library, and a title, Mindwalker the Scaled Archive. He spent his days decoding dreams and glyphs, and his nights curled in warm stone chambers, flanked by snakes who now called him brother. No one threw him in again, and if they did, they'd just find him reading.